Hi everyone, it's Robin the Delta Crafter, and today I'm here to give you an update on my holiday planner. I first posted a video about this holiday planner that I designed way back in 2017. So if you look back in my list of videos in, I think it was October of 2017 or maybe November of 2017, you'll find a video where I made this exact planner and I shared it with you guys on how I made it. The biggest thing about this is I also created a free printable that to go along with this planner so you can make your own. Back then, my name was my YouTube channel name and my blog name was the Delta Scrapper. I've since changed my name to Delta Crafter because I do more than just scrapbook or even card making. I do lots of things, including making planners, and I am a part of the planner community as well. So on my document, so I'll just show them to you right here. So this is the planner that I made for that video. So let me show you the printables. So here are the printables, and you can see it'll say it still has my old name on there. I'm working on getting an update. But in this printable, there are 11 pages of things that I've designed to help people make this planner for themselves. There's 2 pages of kind of like the cover page and then directions with pictures on how to make it. And then there are 2 pages of tabs. Try to think of pretty much every holiday that someone might celebrate between October and January. So there's 2 pages of tabs. And then there are about 7 or 8 different colorways that of the title that can be used. So there's red, there's green, there's a beautiful pink, a kind of like a lighter kind of blue, like a more fun kind of blue. So these are kind of like the candy colors. When I look at them and think about them, they remind me of those fun candy trees. And then there's more a darker blue that's more like a navy color, or close to like a traditional blue, not navy, but like a traditional blue, a true blue color. There's also purple, and then of course there's black. So all of these different colorways are available in the printable. Additionally, each printable, each colorway comes in like this, 2 different font styles. So you get to choose which font style you want to use on your planner. So you don't have to print all 8 pages, of course, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone had a little bit of variety, so that you can choose and match the cover to the color of the pattern papers that you use. So let's take a look at the, let's take a look back at the planner. So you'll see that there's a pattern paper behind the title of the planner that on the cover. So this is the title that I went with, and then I cut that out. I rounded the corners, and then I even used a little bit of distress ink on the edges because I just felt like it was just a little too stark white. So I used some distress ink on the corners. And then there's some foam dots behind here. I popped it up, but it's it's lots of them back there, so it's very secure. But it's just a little bit of dimension there. And then there's this colored paper, pattern paper, and then just a plain piece of coordinating cardstock here. And then what you also want to do is where your 2 papers come together, you want to use something to cover up that seam. So I used this little fun pom-pom fringe to cover up my seam. You can use another piece of cardstock to cover that up, or whatever you like. So you're going to cut your cardstock down to to fit the cover of your composition notebook, which I think I forgot to mention. This, in the instructions, there is a list of supplies. So this planner is made with a composition notebook. So let's go back a little bit. Here's a composition notebook that I have on hand. And here's a tip for you. Buy composition notebooks. Grab like 4 or 6 of them every season when it's back to school. That's the time of the year that these are most inexpensive. And then you can even find them sometimes for as little as $0.25 a piece. So while they are that inexpensive, go ahead and grab a few because they are great to have around the house just to use as just regular notebooks to write notes down and keep them all in a safe place. But also, composition notebooks can be turned into many, many, many different things. I've seen people use them for planners like I am. I've seen people use them for journals. I've even seen people turn them on their side and cut them in half or cut them in thirds and then make little smaller notebooks out of them, and they turn them into gifts. They decorate them and then turn them into gifts. Composition notebooks also come in various different styles rather on the inside. So this is a traditional standard rule paper, but they also come in college rule, which will be the more narrow lines. They come in graph paper. They come in, the first planner that I had was like the elementary school kind of style, where there's a blank spot at the top for elementary students to illustrate something, and then there's a couple of lines at the bottom for them to write sentences about what they illustrated. So just grab a couple, like I said, during back to school time, various different insides or guts, whatever tickles your fancy, and just have those on hand to do different projects throughout the year. So you take your composition notebook. You're going to cover the outside with some pattern paper, and you're also going to use that same pattern paper or similar pattern paper on the inside. So I'm going to share with you, this is the pattern paper pad that I used when I originally made this. This is from Hobby Lobby. This was available in 2017. I don't know if it's still available, but there were tons of great pattern papers in this one. And so many of these patterns you'll see as we flip through the planner real quick. So I'm going to give you an update on how I have used my planner. Another thing is on the inside of your planner, you're going to want to put your name, probably and probably your phone number, because if you're like me, this planner has gone with me many, many different places during the holidays, and I left it at the grocery store one year. I was so busy, caught up in my grocery shopping, that I left it in my cart. And luckily someone found it, and I was able to go back in the store, and I, told them what it was, and they had it, and then it had my name on the inside, and I was able to reclaim my invaluable piece of keeping my head straight, a piece of material and things that help me keep my head straight during the holiday. So anyway, so this is where you see the pattern paper start to come in play. Now this pattern paper, I don't think is in that kit. In that paper pad, but I felt like it kind of gave me the spooky Halloween vibes, because my very first tab is Halloween. So the holidays for me start at, actually like in September, I decorate for fall. And then the holiday season really starts at Halloween for me. So I started my planner with very first section being Halloween. So there's Halloween. Then there's my next section is Thanksgiving. And so you see that I've used it. I kind of planned out my schedule of what I was going to do on the various days the week before Thanksgiving. I love to cook, and I cook a huge Thanksgiving dinner. And so when I first started cooking this large Thanksgiving dinner, one of the things that I realized was time management was essential to making sure that everything came off without a hitch, and that everything was hot and ready at the right time. So this is my time management where I kind of lay out what I'm going to, how I'm going to do things, what I'm going to cook so I can accomplish my task each day. And then, so then we move into my next section, which is Advent. So I would write down the devotionals that I would be doing, or did during the year. I did not write down my 2018 and 2019 devotionals, but I'll be back on that this year. Here's my gifts section. And so you can see here, I'll create pockets with each section for things like this. So I can tuck in things that I might see in a magazine that I might want to create or do, some various different ideas. In my original video, in the very front, I also put an envelope where I usually keep receipts for my holiday, especially my gifts that I purchase. So I usually decorate an envelope and stick it in the front and just kind of keep all my holiday receipts for that year in the front all together. So if something ends up not working or it's broken when the gift receiver opens it or something like that, I have the receipts all in a safe place all together, so I can easily find the receipt to do an exchange. So here's my gift list and kind of things that I want to do. Here's some ideas for stockings. And then I also added a bookmark so in here so that I can, if I'm out gift shopping, then I can look at this. I can pull out my gift, go right to the gift section or wherever I am because I have a bookmark in that section of my planner. Here's a cute little paper clip that I made, so you could use a paper clip if you don't want a bookmark, whatever the case may be, whatever tickles your fancy. This is your planner. You decorate it and dress it up however you want. So here's my card section. So here's the list of cards, and I actually had a couple cards left in here. I forgot about that. Cards that list of people that I was sending Christmas cards to. So I actually kind of need to get started on that list and compile and make sure I have everybody's updated addresses for that. My next section would be my Christmas dinner. So in 2017, we did a smorgasbord theme. I explained in my previous video that for Thanksgiving, we do a traditional Thanksgiving, just like what you would think. Turkey, dressing, corn, collard greens, cornbread, all those kinds of things for Thanksgiving. We're very traditional about Thanksgiving. But for Christmas, we usually do various different themes. So we've done we've done Italian, we've done Mexican, we've done seafood, we've done Cajun. And this particular year, we couldn't settle on any particular thing that we wanted. It was kind of all over the place. So we just did a smorgasbord. And it was delicious. I even made sushi myself for the very first time. It fell apart a little bit, but that's okay. It's my first time making it, and I was very happy with it. My next section would be New Year's. So I usually would write down in here, I would think that I would write down in here what I would be doing for New Year's Eve, and then planning like New Year's Day meal. And then the very last thing is to have a calendar of November and December in here so that when I'm talking to friends and kind of planning out various different gatherings that I might go to, I can have dates to reference if I'm in my planner or out and about or whatever the case may be. So I have that in there. And then I have some, my last section would be recipes. So it might be some different recipes that I want to give a try throughout the holiday season. So here's my, that's a quick look through my holiday planner. And if I didn't mention it already, you will be able to find the link to this document on my blog. My blog is thedeltacrafter.com. And so I'll leave a link below this video, and that's where you'll be able to find this free printable. You can also there's a link to my blog on my Instagram page and my Facebook page. So be sure to join me over there. I'd love to have you and have you join the Delta Crafter family. You can, if you found this video helpful and you like what you saw, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel and be notified of whenever I post new videos. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great day and have a good one. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.